Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, hey, there you all are. Hello, family and friends, and welcome once again to Wistful Vistas in beautiful suburban San Diego, California. Well, it's Christmas. We knew it'd come. Whether you celebrate Christmas or not, please allow me to wish you the best holiday season and a wonderful and profitable, healthy new year. And thanks for joining me along here. Guess what? Santa was kind from me. I got the Max Lens Mod. We're gonna put it on the bike. The last time I rode Tony Thunder, the Aprilia, the fuel warning light came on. I talked about how I'd ridden it, hadn't ridden it for quite a while, and the fuel had been in there, and I was a little bit nervous about that. So today's mission is pretty simple and short one. Once again, it is gorgeous outside, a little cooler than the last time I rode, somewhere in the middle 60s, I think. But gonna go get some fuel in this baby, and let's take the Max Lens Mod and the GoPro 9 along with us and celebrate Christmas on two wheels. What do you say?
Thanks to my personal little Santa Claus, this is the Max Lens Pro. And it's supposed to give me, there goes my Dionysi vest telling me that it's recognized, it's on a running motorcycle, and it's working. So, the question becomes, by the way, you should always control the slower braking periods with the rear brake. So the question becomes, yeah, everything's locked up there. Leave this open just a touch. Whoa, dude. Yes, hello, lady. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave that particular part in with that Jeep in, because that's what you have to watch out for. That was a lady person. She had another person in the car, and they were talking away. I'm sure there was important stuff being decided and said, and she came flying up to that corner, extended well through it. So if I was coming the other way, one of the tendencies that people have is to shortcut a corner. If I was coming in and I was shortcutting that corner, we would have had a meeting. Now we're at our little community closed-in area here, so I would have, the impact would have been at relatively slow speeds, but you've got a very heavy vehicle meeting a light vehicle, and I lose. Her fault or not, I lose. Okay, so I'm going to leave that part in. I might even make a little separate piece out of that. But let's get up out of the shtetl here. Oh, how about that? Perfect timing. Thank you. Okay. We're going directly to the gas station. Directly. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun. I could have gone a little further forward there. It is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Yo, whoa. People are going pretty slow. Christmas Day, there are some people out. Audio Impact is out. Somebody probably got a new gift they want fired up. It's a bit chilly, folks, for this California boy. We're in the mid 60s. When the sun is on all the gear, it heats you up nicely. It's very nice, in fact. But in the shade, you feel a little bit of temp. So I'm not sure what, I'm going to call it 66. I'm not sure what 66 is in Celsius for our winter California Christmas Day. Okay, here's a situation. Does this fellow see me? And he's going to get around this track. So, what is it in Celsius? I don't know. Probably 8 or 9, 7. I don't know. That's all that stuff that, I don't know. Fahrenheit. Seems like bigger numbers. I like bigger numbers. American sports have bigger numbers too. You watch European football, what we call soccer, and they have games 1-0, 2-1, and they find them very exciting. We like games with lots of numbers. We like basketball, get 120, 118, football, 12 to 32, all that stuff we like. For some reason I keep knocking my rearview mirror around here. So yeah, that's that's US style. Big numbers, the bigger the better. A lot of people out here on Christmas, I guess that they're taking care of some kind of business. I don't know what it is. I'm lucky, and I'm hoping this gas station is open, by the way. I'm not entirely sure that that's the case, but I'm hoping so. Tony needs some fuel, and I think I'll feel a little better about putting some gasoline in the tank, because the other stuff had been in there for a very long time. And I was worried about it being stabilized. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells. Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a two-wheeled gasoline-powered sleigh. Hey! Oh, man. And I have the new Max View camera lens on the GoPro. Pretty exciting. It is pretty exciting. Not sure what this is all going to turn out like. I did, a few days ago, I did video ride around and edited it, and you know, I must say I was a little bit disappointed in the outcome. Setting up the camera angles and the views are sometimes challenging, and I don't think I did the best of jobs on that. Okay, we're going to go under the freeway. Under Thunder. We're actually going to go straight on through, and we're going to pretend like we know what we're doing and filter. Yes, indeed. Thank you, California. I guess part of our taxes go to pay for lane filtering. What's the cost on that? I don't know, must be. We do live in a pretty high-tech state. And if you believe all the publicity, people are leaving in droves because of that. I am a California native, a desert boy at heart, born out in the desert, and it would be very hard for me to leave this place. Very, very hard. But I don't think they particularly care if I stay or go. Especially at this stage of my life, I don't think anybody really gives a hoot. But me. So I'm no prize. All right. Let's shut her down here. Get some gas in. We'll come back to you. There we go. I love, just love that. There we go. Just love that dash. It's so cool to me. And there goes my jacket. Armed and ready. No cars coming. We got the green light there perfectly. What could possibly be wrong with that? So supposedly I am recording with the Max Lens, and Christmas Day, and big truck full of lumber, and hey everybody, I just want you to have a good time, alright? Tony's enjoying himself. No time to filter. No time like the present. Also reminds me, I got to check my air pressures, tire pressures, because I haven't checked them in quite a while. Didn't ride this bike for a long time. They don't feel low, but you never know. Motorcycle tires have pretty stout sidewalls compared to the cars that I've seen, and I'm thinking that they have to lose some air pressure. All tires in all vehicles lose pressure over time. Air is a pernicious thing. It sneaks out. So you got to keep that kind of going on. Got to keep that back. Wave of torque. The big torque comes over the top of me. Differences to the sport bike, like the Ducati and the Aprilia Tuono, which is the street super naked, I guess they have a category for that now, which is what this is supposed to be, is the gearing and the horsepower and torque. The two of them put together make for a little bit of a different riding experience. Riding the Ducati through here at 60-something miles per hour, which is okay with me because I have special privileges to ride around here, exceeding the coastal speed limits. Not by much, that's me. So, but the difference is that the Ducati, the Aprilia, pardon me, Tony, you are an Aprilia, we don't want to short sell you, is really happy to roll along at 44 to 5,000 RPM, and in fourth gear smooths out the throttle response. The throttle is a little less choppy than it might be in lower gears, and the torque delivery coming torque and horsepower delivery coming further down in the rev range allow you to go the speeds you want that are more in line with public roads, as opposed to the sports bikes, which are geared tall for the racetrack, because I think they, certainly the Ducati, they anticipate that a rider will be on the racetrack at least once during their ownership, and they're geared taller, and the horsepower delivery is greater. There's more horsepower and there's more torque, but they're higher up in the rev range. So the riding experience for the street is a little bit that you've got to be potentially at any given time a lower gear than you might be on the naked, and at a lower rev So it'd be interesting to see how these bikes might perform rolling starts from 30 miles an hour or thereabouts. See, there's bucking. I did that by accident. And let's say 4,000 RPM or so up to an intermediate gear and into the lower parts of the upper rev range. Does that make sense? I'm not too sure that does. But anyhow, I think that the corresponding Super Naked would have a jump out of that lower speed area. So, not too sure about that. We'll have to see. We're waxing philosophically here. But that's my experience of what the rider's choices are with between the two options. I think, even as the owner of a Naked, and I think the Aprilias you could describe as kind of semi-nakeds because they do have a fair amount of plasticity stuck on them, so they look a little bit streamlined and faired. But I've got to say that in the looks department, I think the super sports bikes, the fully faired sports bikes, have got them beat. They are beautiful, beautifully designed and sculpted. And your typical Super Naked looks sort of like a collection of bits and pieces stuck onto a frame. So, looks department, super sports, track riding super sports, street riding naked, sport naked, practicality naked sport. You also have a tendency to scratch up that fairing a fair amount. You can bodge it so many ways. Let me tell you, I know. Because I've done it. I'm a bodger from way back. You can bodge it, splodge it, scratch it, and all kinds of things. And you will, you'll have to repair it, replace panels and things. The motorcycle companies know that. They're not shy about charging you. Especially if you have something like I do, which is that fully modified, all carbon fiber Ducati, which would be, and I've done it, I've dropped that one, would be very expensive. Those carbon fiber panels cost a ton. And repairing them, there is a fellow that my motorcycle repair shop, Moto Forza, has on hand. They contract with, and that gentleman can repair actually carbon fiber. Quite often carbon fiber is not repairable. It breaks, it's gone. And this gentleman can repair it and put, within some reason, put bits and pieces back together again to look like they never did get busted in the first place. But that's unusual. I don't think that happens all the time. So, sports bike versus naked, you make the call. You want to impress your buddies, get the sports bike. You want ultimate speed, get the sports bike. If you're going to ride around, as most of us are, on the street, enjoying the occasional roart, blast, brap, whatever you want to call it, then I think that that sport naked might be. Okay. California in December. This is about as good as it gets, folks. This is nice. This is really nice. I wouldn't like this. You would have to be like the Grinch. Have shoes that are 2 sizes too small not to like this. There, I use the clutch to upshift there, just for fun. And we'll auto blipper down. Gives a little buck as she goes into gear. Make no mistake about it, the Aprilias, Ducatis, Moto Guzzis of the world, the so-called Euro bikes, including the BMWs, they're expensive. BMWs are expensive, but less frequently expensive. But they are expensive. Compared to a comparable Japanese bike, I think the lacking part, so we're told, is character. But I think that you could get yourself a ZX-10R, a little Cowie, Yamaha R1 if you're young enough and can get yourself to sit on top of the darn thing, or the Suzuki, and have a great time for less money, for a lot less money actually. You don't get the bragging rights for whatever reason. I do not know. Look what Honda's done in the World Championship and MotoGP and Suzuki recently, but the old cachet about the bikes is, for whatever reason, you just aren't going to get the cachet or respect. Just cruising around. Getting a new load of fuel. Excuse me. And I don't even know if we're recording at this stage. But getting that new load of fuel down into Tony's pipes, doing some good. Clean out that old stuff. By the way, due to the COVID and everything like that, I normally bring my, speaking of maintenance and the costs thereof, I normally bring my motorcycles in once per year to have them feddled. I love that English word. Only the English say it correctly, though. Feddled. Get the oil changed out, get the brakes checked, check the systems, have an expert who rides a lot of machines ride it, come back and give his notes. But this year I have not done that with either machine, so it'll look odd in the ownership records that I keep, but there you have it. There's one of our most beautiful sights in San Diego. There's the ocean out there. Not sure if you can see it from up here, but it's out there over to the rider's left. And we're heading down into a valley here. Wonderful walking trails and beautiful, beautiful views. It may look a little bit cloudy, misty, but that's because when we get these big temperature differentials, the ocean will put off a mist that will almost look like fog, but it's not. I guess it is fog. So we're heading into the valley here, and our beautiful eucalyptus trees. Thank you, Australia. I understand they came to us from your fair shores, and on such a glorious day. Such a glorious day. Merry Christmas. Holiday special. I will say that with some use, the Aprilia now gets into, particularly as I'm rolling, if I don't do it at a stop, it's still easier to get neutral at a stop than it was when it was new. But rolling, it's just a piece of cake. Neutral comes right up. Okay, shall we sit back